This is the cruelest scientific fantasy in human history. They actually used living people for their god-making experiments. Scientists developed a soul printer machine. It could tear apart a person's body from their soul. After days of quantum restructuring, a completely new form of life was born. These ghost soldiers were perfect killing machines. Bullets couldn't touch them. Tanks were like toys in front of them. One light touch and they'd turn into scrap metal. The scariest part was humans couldn't see the ghosts, but if a human touched them, their organs would instantly freeze into ice blocks, and weirdly, their skin would burn from intense heat. Nobody expected that these carefully crafted war puppets would turn against their creators. The lab turned into a graveyard in seconds. Then they started massacring the entire city. The military sent reinforcements, but they were all wiped out. The top brass had no idea what to do. They called in Dr. Klein. He rushed to the temporary command post with his electronic pulse device and hyperspectral goggles. When the doctor saw the ghosts through the footage, his eyes went wide with shock. The doctor figured this was definitely not natural. It had to be some kind of tech we didn't understand yet. He decided to investigate the front lines himself. The military sent special forces to go with him. The whole city looked like the apocalypse. The soldiers split into four-man teams and entered the building. They saw bodies everywhere as soon as they got in. This was obviously the ghost's handiwork. Then they noticed something moving under a bathtub. They lifted it up and found a surviving soldier. He said everyone in his squad was dead. He played dead and hid in the tub to survive. Just then, a soldier on the second floor spotted a ghost. He thought his goggles were malfunctioning, so he took them off. Suddenly, there was nothing there. He quickly put them back on and nearly pissed his pants. The soldier opened fire immediately, but the bullets just hit thin air. The ghost struck once, and the soldier dropped instantly. The soldiers all switched to armor-piercing rounds. They were gonna fight this damn thing to the end. But before they could lock onto their target, the invisible Reaper had already arrived. These soldiers were like lambs to the slaughter in front of the ghosts. They didn't even know how they died. Finally, the surviving veteran spotted the ghost. The whole team concentrated their fire immediately. Too bad the goggles could see it, but bullets couldn't hurt the ghost one bit. The ghost started its killing spree. Klein immediately ordered a retreat. The surviving soldiers panicked completely, scrambling over each other to get to the windows. They quickly dropped rappelling ropes. The last soldier had just clipped on his safety line when suddenly he felt a bone-chilling cold wash over him. Klein frantically searched for the ghost's position. The ghost was falling straight down through the air, totally ignoring gravity. Klein was stunned. The commander grabbed a rocket launcher and charged forward. Klein pointed out the target for him. The rocket screamed out of the barrel, exploding with a huge blast in the hallway. But when the smoke cleared, the ghost was completely unharmed. The commander was dead, though. Before Klein could even react, the ghost started hunting down the remaining soldiers. The soldiers ran for the armored vehicles in terror, but they hadn't gone far when disaster struck again. In their panic, they ran over their own landmine. Both armored vehicles were blown sky high. The soldiers who survived scrambled out of the vehicles. They fled to a nearby abandoned factory, planning to wait there for backup. Klein scanned outside with his hyperspectral camera and saw something unbelievable. The ghosts were everywhere outside the factory, but strangely, they wouldn't come in, like something was blocking them.